Hello, hello, hello. Guess what? I hadn't done the kitchen for a while, so we are back in the kitchen for tonight's little quality time. So, tonight I have something really special for you. We're going to talk about 5 reasons why we need to, or 5 reasons why we actually need International Women's Day. Because someone might be like, why we need Women's Day? There's no International Men's Day. Well, we're going to talk about it. So tonight we're going to talk about some reasons to celebrate women and some reasons that you have to keep in mind that it's important to be an ally for women. So I am so excited to be here with you on this lovely day. As you come in, let me know how you're doing. Couple of housekeeping tips. First thing, if you know someone that needs this, please tag them. The next thing, if you know someone that needs this, also share. Sharing is caring. The last thing is, if you're watching it later, put hashtag replay in the comments. It doesn't matter. I am just happy you came and great to see you. So we're going to talk about a few things tonight, and then we're going to get you through here. So the first thing is, I am your host, Dr. Erica, Harvard-trained, double board certified psychiatrist and integrative lifestyle coach. I'm extremely passionate about helping people be better so they could do better and ultimately live better. I do that through my telepsychiatry, my books, and my speaking. And my superpower is making mental health practical. And I do that so that you can have the life that you were created for. So let's go ahead and hop to it. As we said, we're talking about 5 reasons why we need International Women's Day. So the first thing is obvious. Women give life. Now, the add-on to that is they're also nurturers, because every woman is not necessarily going to be a mom, and it's okay. And that's one of the reasons I wanted to put this here, is that there are so many things that make women women. And a lot of times, especially back in the day, the definition's kind of like wife, mom. And there are so much more to women than being wives and moms. There are so many identities, so many different ways to do it. And I don't want us to get in the situation that we look at all women have to be that, because women add value. There's so many different ways we add value, and we can still add value if we're not married or if we don't have kids. And even you take a step further, because a lot of times when people looked at historically women being wives, it was being a heterosexual woman with a heterosexual male. And we also know that there are a lot of women out here that may not identify like that. And that doesn't negate how special they are either. So we're going to get to the next one. Number 2 is that women are compassionate. And that's something that's extremely important to keep in mind. And one of the reasons why it's important to have multiple lived experiences in spaces is that there is a compassion and a way that women process information and deal with lived experiences that is value add. So it's very important to keep us around, because we are compassionate, and a lot of times we're natural caregivers. Everyone isn't, but a lot of times. So women are compassionate. So give it up for the women. Or as Denise Williams would say, no, that was let's hear it for the boy. So we have to change it to let's hear it for the girl. You almost caught me slipping. Now, one of the reasons why it's important to shine a light on women, other than just women are great, we're great, and let me know how you're doing as you come in, is that nearly 1 out of 5 women have experienced sexual assault. You know what that means? That means a bunch of people you know have been sexually assaulted. Just saying. So one of the reasons I want to bring that up, and one of the reasons we need International Women's Day, is to show a light onto some of the experiences of women that we as a society have to work together to change, including teaching people better so that we quit perpetuating rape culture, to helping people understand about safety and learning how their bodies should be treated, so that they can also identify if someone is approaching them incorrectly. And also having safe spaces so that people can get the help they need if they do experience a trauma, because traumas just rob people of so much. And my lighting is shifting, so thanks for just dealing with my shifting light. Number 4 is that we need gender pay equity. that on average, a woman makes 82 cents to $1 a man makes. Now that is on average. So the amount for Black, Latin, and Native American women is substantially lower than 82 cents every dollar. So the thing is we are all working hard. It would make sense that we get paid similarly for it because we don't have any less bills. The next is sexual harassment. I honestly don't know a single woman who has not experienced sexual harassment. I just don't know anybody that hasn't. People don't talk about it all the time, but it's something that happens. And I think it's important to shine a light on it so that we can start being proactive and culture can shift so that that's not the norm. Because it's one thing saying we're going to show sexual harassment videos. It's another thing really setting up cultures where it is totally unacceptable and people would actually feel psychologically safe enough to say something if something happens. So want to bring that up. And you know what the bonus today is women need allies. So we need the celebration because let's face it, women are great and we aren't necessarily celebrated every day. And especially in this pandemic, people have needed the celebration because it's so many responsibilities. And just due to how gender roles typically are, a lot of things have fallen on women. There have even been conversations around issues of women having to leave the workplace to take care of their children in this pandemic. And I just want to say, women are great. You need to recognize, you need to celebrate. You need to tell somebody, tell the women in your life you appreciate them and you see them because it goes a long way for people to feel seen. But it's very important. And I don't know why this is on as a ticker, but we need allies to make all of these things better. We have to have people in every space willing to speak up when it is uncomfortable because we can't change the culture without people working together. If we could change the culture on our own, it would be done. So we need allies. So I just want to put that out there. So tonight, we're going to do a quick wrap up. Then I'm getting you out of here. We were talking about 5 reasons why we need International Women's Day. Feel free to come in and tell me why you think we need Women's Day or what you want to celebrate today. But it's really important that we have a spotlight because number one, a lot of times women go unseen or all the hard work and all the things we do. People may also take it for granted and don't really acknowledge or recognize it or even see what we're doing is work. And one thing that women do so well is manage so many things that behind the scenes that people don't realize how much work and effort it went into it. So we're going the quick 5 now. Number 1, women give life and women are nurturers. So we said our nurturers because everyone isn't necessarily going to birth a kid, but most women also are nurturing others and young people, even if they're not their children. Women are compassionate. So we bring a compassion to spaces that is very much needed. The next thing is 1 out of 5 women are sexually assaulted. So we need people to be protected because that is not okay. That is not okay. So we also need a spotlight on women's issues. The next is gender pay inequity. So women get paid on average 82 cents for every dollar of a man, and the disparity is huger for women of color. So for Black women, Latin women, and for Native American women, it is substantially less than 82 cents a dollar, even though we are working just as hard, if not harder. The next is there is sexual harassment, and most women have been sexually harassed. We have to work together to change this culture where that behavior is acceptable and be in a position where the culture and the society at large, including workplaces, have a culture that people are comfortable speaking up if something happens, but also that the culture is one that people would not want to do it because it is so unacceptable. It's unacceptable. So I want to bring that up because we need to spotlight women's issues too. And nobody likes being sexually harassed. It is so not fun. And the next is the bonus is part of the reason we're talking about reasons to celebrate and issues that we need help on is because women need allies. Women can't alone fix issues all by themselves, just like being Black. All Black people can't fix everything in society with just the Blacks. So it's very important that we need allies. We need men that are willing to speak up for women when we are not there, or when we are even there and our voices are attempted to be silenced. We need people to be willing to stand up when it is uncomfortable and have our back. So that's what I wanted to say, is because you know what? We really do need International Women's Day, and we deserve a day to be celebrated. So woo woo, celebrate, and we will continue to celebrate through the rest of Women's History Month. But I just wanted to come in and say a few words, give a little inspiration, because remember, all my ladies out there, that you are special. You were created to be a special human being. Please never forget how special you are, and hold on to that. And when it feels dark, or you feel tired, or you feel exhausted, hold on to the fact that you were created for great things, and you are really special, and you deserve the best. So I just wanted to give a little love out there. I want to send the normal prescription out there. Make sure you call at least one person and tell them that you love them. I bet they'll tell you back. You'll get your love bucket filled. They'll get their love bucket filled. It's very important for us to continue to have connection. We're going to get through all of this craziness with grace, love, and it's going to take a lot of connection, and we have to be intentional about it. But I just want us to be able to support each other, and that includes supporting women. So that's what I got for you today. Again, I'm your host, Dr. Erica, Harvard-trained, double board-certified psychiatrist and integrative lifestyle coach. I'm extremely passionate about helping people be better so they can do better and live better. We do that through my books, my speaking, and my adult telepsychiatry. I make mental health practical, and that's what I'm doing for you today. Let's get this together. I'll be back tomorrow at 7 p.m. Eastern with Growth Groove with Dr. Erica. I look forward to seeing you tomorrow evening. As I said before, my live stream schedule is changing to just Mondays, Tuesdays, and Wednesdays. So I'll be on Mondays at 6, Tuesdays at 7, Wednesdays at 7. So that's when you can find me. So sending out a little love, some hugs. Hope you feel them. And good night.